Okay, this song is about my colon. Raise your hand if you've heard this song before. Well, raise your hand if you haven't heard this song before. You're in for a treat. Weird. I have a complicated relationship with the distal portion of my large intestine, also known as the colon. I started feeling kind of crappy when I turned 23, and then the pain got worse and worse every day, and the days turned into weeks. I finally went to see the doctor, and I pooped into a cup, and then a few weeks after that, he shoved his camera up my butt, and the camera was in a tube, and the tube had pumped out air so that my colon would inflate so they could look around in there. And when I woke up, the doctor was looking at my chart. I called his attention to me with a 15-minute fart, and he said, "Son, I hate to tell you, because you're probably not going to like this, but they got a name for what you have, and it's called ulcerative colitis. And in those 7 syllables, there's a mess of crappy news. It's likely that you've had your last healthy feeling poos. It's like road rash on your colon, and yeah, it's gonna hurt. And no one knows what causes it, and there's no cure. And yeah, your chances of cancer have gone up a bit, but colon cancer is curable if you keep your eye on it. But what's really gonna piss you off is how much you're gonna pay, because I know you're not insured. You'll probably stay that way because insurance companies hate to deal with sick folks like you. They don't like to take your money if they might have to give it back to you, and your pills are going to cost you both your arms and at least one leg. I suggest you go to Canada. Get on your knees in bed, because here the costs are as high as the market can bear. And they can bear a lot compared with soiled underwear. I sat there on that bed and thought about how I used to like to poo. Thought maybe there was a mistake. How could this be true? I asked the doctor, pleading, begging if he was sure. And if he was, how could it be that there was no cure? The only cure we have, he said, is to take the whole thing out, and then to get your movements out, we install a little spout. And I told him that I'd rather take $1,000 pills. He agreed and sent me home with similar sounding bills. And now really all I've learned, besides the importance of fibers, that the healthcare system's more screwed up than a 50-year-old Fred subscriber. What did you think?
That was weird.
It was weird.
More colon than I felt I needed to.
Yeah, I always feel like that song is a little bit TMI. You know, you're dealing with stuff in your life, writing a song about it's a good idea, and when you have to write a song every 2 weeks or you get punished, if you write a song, you don't not put it out there. And then a certain number of people enjoy it, and so you have to put it on your album. You have to put it on your album, and then a certain number of people will request it when they're at shows, and then a certain number of other people are like, "What?"